What's up guys, this is Brett here from brettdev.com, coming at you once again from Chiang in Thailand. And today I've been wanting to make this video for a little while. I wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between like the whole digital nomad scene in Chiang Mai and the expats, and if you come into Chiang Mai or Thailand, what you can kind of expect to get out of that scene, and whether or not you should be hanging out with what type of crowd you should kind of associate with. So I had a friend say to me the other day, he was like, he's not been here very long, and he said something to me that comes up quite frequently. He went to one of these digital nomad meetups and events, and basically he said to me he was surprised that there wasn't that many successful people there. And I hear this over and over again actually. Now I'm not saying that there aren't successful people at these nomad events. Like, there are some hugely successful digital nomads that hang around in the digital nomad scene, of course. But what my friend found shocking, and what I come to realize ages and ages and ages ago, and what I repeatedly hear from people that are kind of like new in town, is that they kind of expected that when they would come here that they would be surrounded by like super successful people. And I always joke and say, like, yeah, when I first came here I thought it was like a Asian Silicon Valley, you know, where everyone's a tech entrepreneur and like you're just going to come here and it's all going to be fine. And it's really not the case, and it's not that surprising either, because the problem with the digital nomad scene and like the digital nomad culture is, especially here in Chiang Mai, most people that are coming to Chiang Mai come because it's cheap, yeah, and they're trying to like bootstrap a business and get it off the ground. So everybody's actually in the same boat. There are a few successful people that go out of their way to actually help people, for whatever reason that might be, which we won't get into. But some do it just because they're just kind-hearted, honestly, and some do it for other reasons. But as far as learning from other digital nomads, like, it's really not a good place to start, because like I say, like, no one's really going to be able to guide you to the next step you need to go, like, in your journey, if that's what you're doing, because they're not there themselves, right? Another thing I found as well from seeing friends hang out with those crews and stuff like that, hanging out with like people who go to these meetups like every week over and over again. They're always like on Facebook, because there's a lot of digital nomad meetups in Chiang Mai. You can go to one like every day if you want to, right? And I've got friends that literally go to all of them. And I actually tend to find that none of those people actually ever get anything done. They actually, nobody really knows what they're doing. They all go to the meetups to just hang out, and it actually ends up becoming like a bit of a social club, where you get like essentially like a whole group of foreigners from lots of different countries coming here to just hang out, and all they do is kind of just go to these bars that cater for Westerners, drink too much, don't really get anything done, and end up making it like a bit of a social holiday. Another thing you'll find in the digital nomad scene, and which I think is something you should avoid, is not only does everybody come together and just hang out and not really do much, but they isolate themselves from the rest of the like community and the rest of the country and stuff like that. And the digital nomads hook up, hang out together because they believe that that's what's going to make them successful, because they're around other like-minded people, when in fact the real successful people that live in Thailand don't even know what the word digital nomad is. Yeah, they live in Thailand because they made their money. They're successful in business in other areas that's not drop shipping or Amazon FBA, and by hanging out in those digital nomad circles and just constantly coming here and just going to meetups with people that don't know anything more about the country than you do, are in the same boat as you, you're actually putting yourself at a disadvantage in many cases. Like, you'd be much better off hanging around with expats who have lived in Thailand for a long time, and basically broadening your horizons. You know, a lot of expats don't like the digital nomad culture. They speak badly of digital nomads, and a lot of it is due to that, right? So it's because if you're just going to come to a country and just go and hang out with other people that are doing exactly the same thing as you and go to places that are catered for you, you don't really learn anything about the country. You don't really a lot of digital nomads kind of like think that they're a little bit like backpackers, you know, like they'll come to Thailand, they'll go to Vietnam, they'll go to Laos and say, oh, I've traveled the world, like I'm an explorer. And it's like, no mate, you don't know shit about any of the countries you've been to. You just came here, you went straight to a tour booking agency that was catered for you, and just showed you a tiny like slice that everybody who comes here backpacking sees. You're not an explorer, yeah? Digital nomads are kind of more in that bracket they are than with the expats, right? They also come to Thailand with all of those Western beliefs, and when you first come to Thailand, you're coming out of like a bubble, basically, yeah? Like, you live in the West, you have all these preconceived notions of what Asia is like, of what Thailand is like, and I cannot even count, man, how many like people that have come to Thailand who have only been here like a month that tried to tell me about Thai culture, that tried to tell me about everything to do with Thailand, like they're absolute experts. They'll date a Thai girl for like a week and start trying to tell me everything about Thai women and stuff like that, and really they just don't have any idea. And this is kind of like, you need to get out of that. Like, if you're coming here and you're serious about like staying here, I would strongly advise against kind of hanging around with just people from your home country, because you're just going to be stuck in that. You might as well have just stayed at home, basically. You're going to get more out of life if you go out and you meet other expats that have lived here for a long time, and you're really going to restrict yourself just hanging around in the digital nomad circles. It's basically a rotation, yeah? Like, I haven't been here for like 3 years. Like, I don't live far from like Niman and these co-working spaces like Pun Space, and honestly, like, every 3 to 6 months, like, especially now that I have this YouTube channel and people messaging me through Facebook, every 3 to 6 months it's just a constant rotation of like a new group of people come, like a new digital nomad scene. They all hang out and then they just leave. Like, nobody ever stays, and they don't leave because they're traveling the world. They leave because they've got no money, because they come here, they all hang out in a little group, like basically backpackers. They're basically just like backpackers that work on the computer and don't actually travel. You'd be better off being a backpacker. And then they just leave. The only people that I know that come to Thailand and actually stay in Thailand are those that integrate with the expats and the expat community and learn from people that have been here for a long time and stuff like that. So I'm rambling a lot, I know, but it's something I wanted to just briefly discuss because I think about it a lot. And like I say, I come across it a lot. People always saying stuff to me and that. Yeah, I've just been wanting to make the video for a long time. So if you live in Thailand, then I know you're gonna kind of know where I'm coming from, 100%. If you don't live here, I just hope that if you're coming expecting, like, this isn't Silicon Valley for entrepreneurs. Yeah, this is not like. The digital nomad scene is not like that. I mean, by all means, go to a meetup and stuff, but like, don't get out from the digital nomad scene, yeah? Like, hang out with people that live here, hang out with Thai people, experience the actual country and the Thai culture, and you'll be a lot better off for it, basically. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, this is Brett from brettdev.com, and we're out. Peace.